Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here at the Academy of Management Conference. Today, I'm presenting our paper, Why Do Firms Leave? Here is the short version. We reviewed 265 articles on the internationalization and foreign exit and divestment published between 1980 and 2025. From that, we built a taxonomy of four exit motives and seven proposition, seven research agenda proposed. This is our research background. Exit has become as a central as an entry as an entry. Uh, but today questions which market to leave, geoeconomic fragmentation and reshoring and sanction, reshaping the global business. But these days, exit is now some strategic and de-risking decision in its own right. So we need to analyze the exit and exit motive. So in our paper, DFED means it stands for de-internationalization and foreign exit and divestment. That's the initial. This is a research gap in prior studies. Quite a lot, actually. Previous review gave us useful pieces, but four limitations kept coming up. The first is fragmented by exit form. Exit is a study in separate silo that really connected, divestment, foreign exit, and de-internationalizations. And second, there's some efficiency bias, and third, non-economic motives overlooked. It means, non-economic motive get little attention. Firm company also leave to protect their legitimacy. So think about the example, corporate, departure from Russia like this, and then no, and fourth, the research has no sense of time. It cannot explain why firms left differently in 1985 than they do in 2025. So this is our research questions. So this is one two part. One is the history. We analyze based on the 265 article, and then we analyze the theory and we provide the research agenda. So this is our research questions. How has the DFED literature evolved over the past 45 years in response to economic and geopolitical shift, and one motive, taxonomy emerged to explain this transformation. So this is our key research questions. This is our research method. This is a method. So we followed PLI SMA -P protocol, systematic review, and then also we use, GeoEM analysis. So based on the article evidence, we, the we did coding. We coded, GOA method, three tiers from starting first order based on the evidence provided by article's own language, and then second order theme, and then we provide, four dimensions, four motives, four taxonomy, motive taxonomy in Axia, DEFD literature. So this is all our process, and through the Web of Science keyword research, we got more than 1 million article, and then through the screen and filter, we got final data set is 265 articles. Yeah, this is our finding. The when you line up 45 years of research against the world event, we divide into five eras. Five era appears. Era one, era two, and then era five. So this is what is criteria. So we use some significant, global event. For example, here some, you know, uh, yeah. So global, financial crisis and some other event, and here, so we divide into five era. So interesting finding is, each era, some specific interesting motives here. So, for example, era one, dominant motive is performance retrenchment. If performance is lower, they decide to exit the market. But now, these days, since 2000, some efficiency, from the efficiency to institutional and legitimacy. And legitimacy means, to protect the company legitimacy, they decide to exit the market. So this is the dominant, motive each era. Yet, one of the beauty of our article is, for motive of taxonomy of a market exit. This vertical, vertical axis is where does the pressure come from? It's from the internal and external. And horizontal axis is how does the firm respond? Just proactively or reactive, and this. So through this dimension, so this is based on the GOR method. So based on the 260 article, we got some evidence from the article, and then there are 27, 26 first order, 26 motive, and then second coding, second, you know, yes. Second order team, we got 80, no, eight demand, eight things, and then after that, we got four motives. Yes. So I did not show here, but this is, so first tier, 26 motive, and second, 8, and third, 4, based on the GOR method. So we got, these four motives, and so we also divide into these four taxonomy. For example, here, company is very proactive, and then this is some internal source, internal motive. So, strategic configuration. It means a company reshaped, international portfolio. So this is very proactive and from internal. This is a performance retrenchment, means, say they have a low market share or a low profit, and they reactively exit. So we call this performance retrenchment and institutional friction and environment and geopolitical shock. So any motive belong to one of the dimensions. Okay, this is our seven proposition. There are seven proposition in the future research. Uh, I want to read all seven, but here is the key things. First, one of the research agenda for future research agenda is a digital capability exit. Faster exit with a greater stakeholder legitimacy. It's based on the dynamic capability theory, and the other one is, say, energy critical input shock is one of the interesting research agenda for exit. So higher exit in input intensive vulnerable market. So based on the real option theory. So this is, interesting proposition for the research agenda. Also, this research agenda follow these those theories. So, what does it all add up to? For theoretical implication, we grounded, periodizations. So, five era link shift scholarship to major change in global environment. So, and also, and second, so we provide, integrative, taxonomy using the dynamic capability theory and resource-based view, transaction cost economics, institutional theory, and real option in one framework. So we provide for integrative taxonomy and efficiency-based explanation now coexist with the legitimacy. So resilience-based one. So this is our theoretical implications. So what about the practical implication for the managers? So say exit is de-risking. It's not a failure. Strategic mechanism for navigating increasing unstable global environment. Also, we can expect, some trade-off, between efficiency and legitimacy, and live well, responsible exit, protect, long-term legitimacy, reputation, and, re-entry. We can re-enter the market again, so re-entry options. This is our key takeaway. So why do firms leave? For efficiency. For efficiency, fiber research and fiber research era track the world major shock, and we also provide the full motive, those reconfiguration and retrenchment and frictions and shock, political shock, environmental shock. And next decade question is which market to leave and how. Okay, this is our key takeaway. We also have limitations here. I think the time is almost up. So if we have any questions, feel free to send your email to me. My name is Chen Su Park, and this is my email address, cparkmonda.ca. Thank you very much for watching my video and enjoy the Academy Management Conference. Thank you.